What up and welcome back to Boring Reviews. I know, you're trying to be a butthead. Nicholas there being a weirdo.
Be myself.
Jodi
there,
here.
being amazing.
Thank you.
Big eye roll. And we are excited to react to another QI.
Are we excited now?
What are you supposed to say? It's your line.
Quite interesting.
All right. Which one are we checking out today?
Indian police mustaches. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I think
Moustaches. Do the British spell mustaches different than us too? I mean, they spell a lot of stuff. We spell things differently than they do.
I just assume almost everything with a U is the same as us, but we just don't put the U like favorites.
No, but I think ours is just M-U-S.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
OU?
Oh, O-U. Yeah, like because our favorite is an O, but they add the U for favorite. Our color is an O, but they add the U.
The moustache.
Moustache. I don't know. We're going to find out.
It's a stash for a mouse.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
I have no idea.
They have whiskers.
They do. So do cats.
Ooh, interesting. Indian police mustaches. Now, I have no idea what this video is about, but actually, that's kind of like, I have a little more information to do because in the thumbnail, it talks about like the better police officer or something like that. So maybe it's based off like their epic mustache makes them a better police officer.
Stop. If you're of a higher rank, you get a longer mustache. All I know is that if you only have a mustache, please forgive me if you only have a mustache. But I think it is so creepy.
It's not my favorite grooming habit, but some people love it. They swear by it, and that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Not our preference.
Nope.
But we're gonna go and check out some Stephen Fry with his captain's jacket on this one.
Pilot.
If you like, yeah, captain. I'm the captain now. They call them captains, don't they?
Ships, pilots.
Don't they? Like
pilots.
The cockpit. It's not called a pock pit.
It's a pilot.
Yeah, it's called a cockpit because C for captain. Gosh, so bad. If you like our reaction anyway, please don't forget to.
Are you gonna say now how late it is? Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video.
It's 7:19 p.m. I don't even fall asleep for like another 5 hours.
Oh, my bedtime is in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, so it's not even your bedtime yet. 40 minutes. Hey, thanks for watching. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our first destination, which is India.
I know you're not imitating him.
And what I want to know is which of these two gentlemen is going to make the better policeman?
The right. Or it depends on how you're looking at it. The one with the mustache.
And is presumably about to arrest the photographer. And that seems to be what policemen do nowadays. So I'll go with that one.
Interesting.
I'll say the one.
And he's got a biro.
Yeah, the one with the pen. Writing notes down. And also the other one seems to be more concerned with how he's looking. He's smiling, chatting away. The other one's a bit more sober, more professional.
I think it's the guy in white behind them. He's plain clothes. He's mingling in. He's mingling.
You've missed the one detail that the state of Madhya Pradesh will actually pay policemen an extra 30 rupees a month to grow a moustache.
Really?
They consider
pay them more.
Better. They're better in all kinds of ways. They're less intimidating. They work better with the community. They're more respected by the public. Yes. They're extraordinary.
It's bad news never ceases to disappoint.
Well, it's not unique to India. British had pretty weird ideas about moustaches. In India, they're considered a sign of virility, but at the moment there's a north-south divide. In the north of India, it's rarer to have moustaches because in Bollywood and the cricket team, of course, the great heroes, tend not to have moustaches. But in the south, in Tamil cinema, they all have moustaches. Everybody has a moustache. And that is just considered absolutely...
It's Steve Wright in the afternoon, isn't it? I've never trusted a moustache. I'm pretty the other way.
That's very interesting, because in the British Army in 1860 onwards, it was a regulation that every soldier had to have a moustache. You could be imprisoned for shaving your upper lip.
Did he say that he doesn't trust the people with mustaches? Well, he's rocking like the ultimate 1980s mullet right there. And I'm not nothing against a mullet, but really? We're going to start talking about grooming habits? I mean, okay.
Every soldier had to have a moustache. You could be imprisoned for shaving your upper lip. Right up until the First World War, then you had the option of being able to shave off your moustache. So it's not unique to India.
Why did they
isn't it-
suddenly in the First World War? Suddenly we're fighting total war. The moustache, that was clearly ridiculous. So surely they'd think, if we need moustaches, we need them more than ever
Yes.
now. I think it should be beards.
There, they give you a certain, don't they?
That looks awesome. That looks so cool.
But this, yes, sort of moustache is going to win. Thank you. It's going to win a award.
Who's that actor? That is in Friends. He's in a lot of things like that, Blue Blood or whatever, whatever.
Oh
but
yeah. Tom Selleck.
he
Magnum
reminds
PI.
Yeah, he reminds me of Tom Selleck with that mustache.
War, isn't it? But as you can see there, that's
awesome.
British soldiers, typical British soldiers, all of them moustache.
I'm just imagining, Stephen, that moustache is going to have its own website by the end of the year.
How long do you imagine the longest moustache in the world might be?
Oh gosh.
24 feet.
Stop.
Well, that's a little bit too much, actually.
Okay.
It's
12.
it's 14 feet. 14. There it is. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Wow.
I mean, this man makes a living out of it. He was in the film Octopussy, oddly enough. I can't remember what he did with it.
Long time ago.
It's pretty impressive.
Do you distrust him?
Deeply. Very. If he turned up to do a bit of woodwork in the house, you know, and he just did, well, I measure 14 feet. Well,
Take this in.
I'd naturally feel.
You wouldn't want to stand at a urinal, would you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Trailing around on the floor.
Yeah, seriously.
He's ringing him out. That's what he's doing.
You might like to see a picture of some interesting moustaches there. But,
Wow.
I have what you might call moustachabilia. These are real things used for people with moustaches that were used in the Great Moustache Growing period. This is simply to drink. It's a little silver, rather beautifully made thing you put in a cup so that you can sip through here without staining your moustache.
Keeps your moustache
Yeah,
out
keeps
of
your moustache nice and dry. Similarly with soup, you would want a soup spoon. You would just sip through that part there.
Oh.
So you take your soup like so, and you just like that. And again, I keep my moustache nice and dry.
Nice and dry.
What else have I got here? And this, you may remember that
I haven't
something.
invented the straw.
Albert Finney. Albert Finney had something like this, didn't he, in Murder on the Orient Express? This is at night when you wish to keep your moustache. And you put this round your ears, like there and there.
What's that for, though? I mean, you say you want to keep your moustache. Keep your moustache from what?
Escaping.
Seriously. Serious. That's a great question.
From getting in your mouth, maybe?
Wild creatures of the night, I don't know. People who might come and nibble at it in the evenings.
There's a slight air of gimp about it.
There is something a little unusual, isn't there?
The odd thing is that people who are using that spoon and that drink cover, they're people who don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look like a complete arse. So excuse me when I get out all my paraphernalia for keeping soup off my moustache.
It is true. What you're saying is entirely true.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
David Mitchell never ceases to amaze me. Like
Seriously.
he is so smart and he's so funny at the same time. Like I've never heard him say anything idiotic
Yeah.
or look like a moron. Like obviously he does his like little comedy things where he's acting like this or that. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about that, but
On the
just
spot
himself.
like
Like he just always has like the funny or the right or the proper thing to say, but he doesn't. To me, he doesn't try to come off posh, even though you can describe him that way. I'm just always impressed with him. I can't go like 90 minutes without looking or sound like an idiot for crying out loud. And I was trying. Yeah,
No, I was just
keeping
thinking.
that mouth shut.
I know. I was just thinking. Forgive me, but every video we get comments about how we look like idiots. So
No, we sound like
we
idiots.
sound like
We
idiots.
are idiots. It's you know, you're not gonna win everything. There's trolls out there. How you doing, troll? Nice to see you again. Hopefully you get your kicks and giggles by making fun of some guy you never met before. Good luck with that. I don't really care. But continue watching now. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate that at least. But absolutely, what is the mustache thing for? Like the mustache brassiere, the mustache bra?
I think like if you want to keep it shaped, like especially if you've curled up, then you put it on there, and
And that's not going to
to
flatten it out.
No, but it'll keep it like from like falling out with the curl.
I guess if you sleep like this, like how much you're going to mess it up? I was really impressed with that one guy's mustache. That it looked like they were in a play or something like that.
Which
where he was
one?
holding up that cup. The guy in the far left, our far left, with like the almost like the gray
Oh yeah.
one. That stuff was
thick.
super thick.
Thick.
And they must have put a whole bunch of like that beeswax or whatever that stuff is to keep it all like,
Well,
I don't know. That
the
was
middle
impressive.
guy had like spikes coming out of his.
Yeah, well, I didn't even notice that. I saw the other guy with like a million twirls.
Yes,
I didn't
a
really care for
million.
that.
The other guy had like long spikes.
If you ever watch someone who's starting to grow the mustache a little longer, they're constantly trying to curl it.
Yes.
Like you have to get mustache wax or something like that, but they're constantly trying to. It's just so funny to see them like this or that, or like people that have like the long beards. Like, and I get it because they probably didn't think about it, but they're constantly like massaging it and like playing with it when they're talking to you. And like, do you realize that you're doing this the entire time? Would it be weird to you if I was just doing this without? You look like a complete idiot.
The one thing I will say for that is that I tend to play with my hair a lot. It's comforting
No, I know.
to me,
That's why I said,
especially
like,
when I'm uncomfortable.
I'm sure they don't do it on purpose.
So that's probably what they're doing. Anyway,
but it's just like
in your face.
I don't know. It's just different like things that you notice people with facial hair.
Yes.
It's all good. People that have those long beards, like it takes years to grow those. I don't have that kind of desire. That's just me. But if you have it, then rock on, ladies and gentlemen. But absolutely fantastic. It was hilarious. I didn't think it was supposed to be so funny, but it was because David Mitchell and Fry are just so good in this episode. The mustache looked great. I still don't know what the bra thing's for. Let us know if you know. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Goodbye.